Good morning, Wolf's Den, and all who inhabit it. It is I, the White Wolf, with a brand new series for YouTube, which is going to be based around World of Warships, called One Take Reviews, and or rather, One Take First Impressions. I haven't worked that out yet. We'll figure it out. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm sitting here with my coffee, and I'm going to give you my thoughts, my first my first impressions of a brand new ship that just comes out in World of Warships. And the first one that I want to cover this morning is the Weimar. The Weimar is a fantastic cruiser, in my opinion. Especially, I mean, you guys who have seen my Twitch channel, you guys know me. I play cruisers quite a bit. I enjoy cruisers because of the balance of having to hide and seek versus having big guns. The Weimar, the reason why the Weimar is such a strong cruiser, in my opinion, is it is fast and its profile is rather small. Let's take a look at the armor layout real quick. We'll just go down here step by step of each of the values. And armor layout, I mean, it's fairly typical for a cruiser. It's nothing, nothing spectacular, nothing to be, nothing to be in awe of or anything like that. It's not a super armored cruiser, and it doesn't have, spectacular armor. It's got 25 millimeters on the side, and the armor belt is 80 millimeters, so, not nothing too crazy. So your armor layout's about standard for a cruiser. You have a decent amount of hit points at 32,000 for a tier 7. Your artillery, though, is where the Weimar starts to shine. You have 4 batteries of 3 guns apiece with an 8-second reload time. So you are firing 12 shells. You're firing 12 shells at a time if you're showing, all 4 guns, and you have a 9% chance of causing a fire. So if you do the math, if you guys are math whizzes out there, that 9% multiplied by 12 shells means that in theory you should be starting a fire with every single salvo. Unless, of course, your enemy that you're firing at has just damage control partied, and then, of course, you're not going to be able to do that for 2 salvos. But that is a great ability to have in your pocket. This can be augmented, of course, by commander skills, which my commander is still fairly low level. He does, however, have the pyrotechnic skill already, so I think the initial fire chance is like a little bit lower than 9%, but with the commander skills, of course, you can boost that. It's got a comfortable main battery firing range of 14 kilometers. Like I said, it's comfortable. It's not spectacular, but it's also not incredibly short. I will say which we'll get into. We'll see this when I get into a gameplay, but the angle of the guns is actually fairly shallow, so you're not going to be able to fire over a lot of cover like some of your other cruisers. That is a slight disadvantage to this cruiser. Is the trajectory is fairly flat. It does have torpedoes, though. It's got 4 tubes for 3 torpedoes apiece. So that's 2 tubes on each side, so you can potentially launch 6 torpedoes off of each side per launch. Which is pretty good for a cruiser, especially when you combine it with the maneuverability that this boat has. A maximum speed of 31 knots. It also has the engine boost consumable, which is incredible. It boosts the speed considerably, and you are actively able to chase down some destroyers in your tier, which is great. The firing speed on this thing, the maneuverability and the speed on this thing makes it a dangerous destroyer hunter. The only thing it does not have that it could use or could benefit from for hunting destroyers is some form of radar, which it doesn't have radar. It does have hydroacoustic, which, I mean, that helps. In fact, I think the hydroacoustic is actually a 6-kilometer range, 5.5-kilometer range. So that's a decent range for detecting and hunting destroyers, even though most of your destroyers are going to get within that. you know, you're gonna see them out of concealment within that range anyway. So it's not gonna do you too much, but it could help slightly, especially if you're hunting around islands like you should be. But let's play a quick game, and hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a good, you know, a good example of just how to play this destroyer and just how effective it can be if played right. Because this is my very first and only take, I have no idea what's going to happen. So there's no editing going into this. There's no, there's no finagling. There's no picking out the best game that I could ever play with the Weimar. So you guys are going to be able to make fun of me here in the chat, in the comments. You can just let me have it. If I make a mistake, which I'm sure I will, because, you know, I mean, I'm still relatively new to this game, but, and great. It gives me a tier 9 battle to show you guys just how bad I can play. Good map for this ship though. Very good map for this ship. They spawned me on the A side, so I'm going to go use those islands on the left, on the 1-2 line to conceal myself, and hopefully we'll get some good fire ability or some good opportunities to fire upon some enemies and kill them here. And as with anything in the morning, I have to have my coffee. So, One Take Reviews brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company. Just kidding, I am not sponsored. However, Black Rifle, if you would like to sponsor me, I am open. Oh yeah. But I do highly recommend. It's a good coffee and a great coffee company. So you see the traverse speed. Traverse speed of the guns is actually pretty decent. It's not as good as a destroyer, of course. But I mean, the guns can pretty much keep up. And if you have actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and activate my engine boost now. I want to beat any enemies I can to get to this cover, because if the enemies catch me out in the open, it's not going to be good for me. But that is where the small profile of this cruiser comes into play. I compare this to, as far as profile is concerned, I compare this to the U.S. cruisers, which I play, mostly. And this has got a much smaller profile than the U.S. cruisers. Specifically, I believe the Baltimore is the tier 7. No, the New Orleans is the tier 7. Sorry. So the New Orleans is the comparable cruiser, and this thing has a much smaller profile, at least in my opinion. I haven't done like the actual math on it. I haven't looked at it, and, you know, but to me, it seems like it has a smaller profile, and, you know, it's a shorter boat, so everything's closer to the waterline. Enemies will fire over you quite a bit. The one bad thing is they will hit your superstructure a lot because of this conning tower in the middle. So that's one thing to watch out for if you're hiding behind an island. I've had destroyers that have picked on me, you know, for 300 or 400 damage a piece. You know, just getting my conning tower with, HE. So something to keep an eye on. It's not a, you know, not a big deal, because, you know, but I mean, 300 or 400 damage can add up. So I'm gonna make my way up to the second island here and hope that I don't have a shit ton of battleships pushing me, which I do. So life is just gonna be heck here. So these guys are probably gonna continue around this direction. I'm going to place myself in a position where I can torpedo potentially. This thing does have the ability to hunt cruisers as well. You just want to be careful going toe-to-toe with them because of the armor. But with that, if you're going toe-to-toe with a cruiser, they're going to have thin armor too. Your AP in this boat is very good. It will citadel just about any cruiser out there. And you see how flat that trajectory is? I barely made it over these rocks. And I stuck my butt out too far already, and I am going to get shafted for it. So you guys get to see my first mistake, and hopefully it won't be my last in this game. Let's see here. I'm going to switch to AP for this boat, and hopefully give him a nice little citadel present. Oh, he's turning away from me now. And I show some broadside here, but he's got HE loaded as well. We're gonna go ahead and repair. The travel time on these rounds is pretty decent. All right, he's running away. I'm still showing, I'm still shooting AP at him. I'm gonna see if I can pen him from the back, which is not working out real well. Those are ricocheting pretty good. But he is now moving away, which if we could keep him from moving onto the cap, we are doing our job. So I'm gonna reload HE and then start hammering on the Alsach. I am now behind the island, so I am not detected, so I can hammer this guy with impunity. And he's now too close, so we need to keep backing up. Now, my torpedo range is 6 kilometers, so it's nothing too impressive. However, if he continues to close on me, if he continues to try to close on me, I will be able to hold him off with these torpedoes, and I will potentially be able to do a hit and run on him once my engine boost reloads after 30 more seconds. All right, so as you can see, the flat trajectory of these guns is definitely hindering me here from sitting behind this island. This is one of those things that I mentioned earlier that is something to very much watch out for. I'm actually going to pull my rear guns out just a skosh. That way I can hit him anyway. Because once my rear guns come around, there we go. The rear guns are now sticking out from the island. And as you can see, the Miyoko can't see me still because I am outside of his detectability even when I'm firing my guns. All right, now we are inside his detectability. And I'm going to fire on him. And I'm going to get behind cover because he's obviously going to be, yeah, returning fire, which here it comes. And he got a torpedo tube. All right. Actually, the Alsach is going to come around and try to do his thing here. And I'm going to torp him. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be, he's turning away now, which kind of sucks for me, but hey. And I actually don't have a good angle to torp him on this one, which kind of blows, but hey, take what you can get, right? He's burning pretty good, so he's gonna die before I even have a chance. So that means that once he's dead, I'm gonna back up and start hammering the Miyoko again. And the Miyoko's moving away. So you know what? There's actually no reason we shouldn't be able to cap this objective. So, here we go, folks. As long as I stay undetected by this Minnesota, which is going to be a risk, I do know that for sure. I'm just going to kind of slowly creep my way into this cap, and then if I have to, I'll go behind this island here. All right, so we're capping. I'm showing mad broadside to this Minnesota, but I wanted to make sure I have the ability to get behind this island if I need to. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I was about to say I'm gonna go ahead and reload AP for this Miyoko because he gonna be coming. Pop my hydro in case there's a destroyer in the area. I don't think there would be, but I'm not firing on the Miyoko yet. Not until he sees me. I want to make sure I get this cap for our team if at all possible. This is random. Oh, there it is. There's the detection. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ash out of here. Am I taking fire? Let's see if the Minnesota's aiming at me. Nope, Minnesota is not coming my way quite yet. I am still detected, so... And he's showing me his rear end again while I'm trying to fire AP at him. That's just rude. How dare you not let me hit you with AP at broadside, right? All right. I am still detected here. My guns are going to have to come around again. I probably should have gone the different direction, but that's okay. We are going to come around the other side of this island where we are covered from the Minnesota if we can swing this turn. All right. You're not in a battleship here, White Wolf. Chill. Play it like a cruiser. This is definitely a light cruiser, but as you can see, like, I'm doing a considerable amount of damage anytime I'm able to hit with a salvo. You know, it's not spectacular, but it's also nothing to sneeze at. And we successfully have 2 out of 3 of the objectives. Provided our team on the other side doesn't completely fold, which it looks like they're running away, as you can see, we actually have a decent shot at winning this today. Where did this Miyoko go? Did it go behind the island? I do not want to chase, but at the same time, I do need to get inside of range to engage something. I don't want to chase, but guess what? I'm chasing because, well, he's firing on the Bismarck, and there's nothing the Bismarck can do about it. So I'm going to use this opportunity to sneak up on him if I can.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
And again, you guys, this is going to be a... I am hoping to make this a regular series anytime a new ship comes out. However, I will put the caveat on that you know, I am currently without a source of employment. So buying every new ship is going to be something I hesitate to do. But however, any new ship that I can possibly review or check out at release, including the new ship lines, the new German battleships that are coming out, the new, I think it's the French, I think it's French, yeah. The new French lines that are coming out. You guys can be here at this channel, and I will give you guys my first impressions as well as, you know, my first impressions, as well as you can catch me on my Twitch channel and get all of the sea salty rage that comes with playing this game. I have actually had some really, really good games of ranked lately. Me and my tier 7 Gneisenau, we tear it up pretty good in ranked. So if you guys are bored one day and you want to catch a good Twitch stream, come swing on by twitch.tv/T3H White Wolf. And this is the source of all my content creation, but I am branching out, working on expanding my horizons, and YouTube is that avenue of which I am going to expand my horizons. And I'm going to turn in on this guy because he is running away, and I'm going to reload HE because he is not showing me lots of broadside. I'm going to set his arse on fire. As you can see, the dispersion on the guns for a German ship, the dispersion is actually decent. I was able to set him on fire. We'll see if he damage controls here. He is not damage controlling. He's going to let it burn. I am okay with that. As you can see, the dispersion is not terrible. It is actually pretty darn good, especially for a German boat, as I draw a silhouette around the Miyoko and hit none of my shots. But yeah, it is definitely it's definitely decent for a German boat, because typically those are known for having terrible, utterly abysmal dispersion. All right, I think he did damage control there. Either that or it just went out because the fire's burning shorter on cruisers. That's right. But we are hammering on him. He is not even looking at us. He's got 10-kilometer torps. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my hydro. And he is now returning fire. I'm sure he's got torps in the water at me, which I'm okay with because it doesn't matter. All right, he's on fire yet again. Remember what I was saying about that 9% fire chance? If you're launching 12 rounds at a there's the torps. If you're launching 12 shells a piece, you should be starting a fire with every salvo, which I'm only launching half that right now. And he is dead, and we got the kill on that. So we're gonna engage the Kronstadt here. Now this is not this boat's strong suit. I am out in open water. I'm out in open water, so I'm gonna have to effectively use this boat's maneuverability to get this job done. But oh, and there's more torps coming in from the Miyoko. He got some death torps off. I am actually surprised at that. Let's see if we can avoid this one here. Yeet. We're okay. Those were some effective torps. All right, Kronstadt is showing me broadside. As I was him, he was able to citadel me pretty hardcore there. Minnesota's now firing on me as well. Let's see if I can kill this Kronstadt. I have actually never even seen this boat before, so I do not know how to play against it. I don't know where its citadel is, but we're gonna find it. We're gonna see if it's in the back. Oh, hang on. And he was not able to overmatch my armor there. Man, I am gonna get dead right here because I don't know how to hit this guy. Man, his armor is solid. I'm not getting any penetration on this dude. All right, I'm gonna launch some torpedoes at him though. Yep, and there was the rounds from the Minnesota that came in and finished me off. It doesn't matter if I can bounce the Kronstadt because the Minnesota. Anywho, and we actually just lost that battle as well. So there you have it. But you know, this is the very first game I played this morning. So I mean, just a very average game for me. But still, even on an average game, you've got 50k damage. I wasn't starting an insane amount of fires. The percentages RNG was low on me today. But I still set 4 fires. Got 260k. Credits with I didn't use any flags or anything like that. So it's a very good credit generating machine, and just a very strong overall ship. So you saw where the weakness was. That's open water combat. Very strong if you can stay within cover. Very strong if you can stay with your team. I would recommend early game if you play this ship early game, support your destroyers, go hunt down the enemy destroyers because you can melt a destroyer in 2 or 3 salvos, no problem. It has got very accurate main guns, very flat trajectory on the main guns. But anyway, guys, I definitely consider this cruiser, this German cruiser, very worth the money. I did not personally pick up the Admiral pack because it didn't come with any, a spectacular looking permanent camouflage or anything like that. I grabbed it just for the regular price. But for a tier 7 light German cruiser, I definitely enjoy it, highly recommend. And you guys, thank you for joining me for this first episode of One Take Reviews in the White Wolf's channel. The White Wolf plays on YouTube and twitch.tv/White Wolf. I will catch you guys next time in the Wolf's Den. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys. Take care.